Hello everybody and welcome back to Exploration Mode, where today we are taking a look at the new DLC for Stellaris, Ancient Relics, out today for $9.99. So let me just swap over to the store page here real quick. As you can see, I'm currently downloading Battletech's Urban Warfare expansion. It's kind of glorious, but let's hop right back into this page. Excellent. Okay, so about this content. Stellaris Ancient Relics Story Pack is a new story pack for Paradox Development Studios' iconic sci-fi grand strategy game Stellaris. Uncover the ruins of long-dead civilizations in relic worlds to piece together the story of their rise and eventual downfall. Which sounds amazing. Excavate their derelict cities and ships to unearth the truth, discover powerful relics, and harness them for your own empire's ambitions. So the features that it includes are said ancient relics. Collect valuable relics in your adventures as rewards for resolving game events or after completing a dig at a multi-stage archaeological site. Each relic gives significant benefits to your empire to aid in your interstellar escapades. That sounds really cool. Multi-stage archaeological sites? Yeah, I'm liking the sound of that. We'll have to see how exactly those are implemented. But we also have Dig In. Hit the dirt on a variety of enigmatic and alien worlds with new archaeology sites available for your empire to study or plunder. Each site begins with a story between 1 and 6 chapters to investigate. Retrace the history to discover artifacts and relics that can be boons to your empire. Again, that sounds really neat. I'm really looking forward to see how they implemented these multi-stage archaeology sites. There's also 2 new extinct precursor civilizations, the Baul and Zeroni. The former a sprawling hive mind of plantoids, the latter some of the most powerful psionics to have ever lived. Players can investigate their home systems to understand who they were and, more importantly, what can be learned from their demise. We've also got relic worlds. Once home to vibrant, advanced civilizations, these relic worlds now lie dead, replete with desolate ruins and dormant mysteries. Players can excavate guaranteed archaeological sites on these worlds and bring to light powerful relics and artifacts. Learning from history is much more than parables and antiquities, however. It can often be the key to understanding one's own place in the galaxy. Utilizing archaeological research, discover minor artifacts, a new consumable resource type, which can help empower one's empire. So all of this sounds really cool. It's focused on archaeology quite heavily, obviously. And let's just head right back into Stellaris here. And I'm going to start a new game, and we're going to see if we can find any of this quick. That said, I do want to say that I have discussed it with my co-op partner in the Stellaris Megachurch playthrough, and we're not very far in. We're going to restart with this new expansion in, and we're going to see how much of it we can find. So this is obviously the mega church for that playthrough, and we're not going to play that right now. I think, what do I want to play as? I kind of want to play as a scientific-minded empire for this. Perhaps the Stellaris Index. I don't think I've done that on the channel before. But they like science. And their entire purpose is trying to figure out what their purpose is, if that makes any sense. So they like to try to examine organics and try to figure out all of that sort of thing. So we'll just do that. We'll just run this on default. Iron Man is on. I'm not planning on coming back to this game, but we are going to be doing a full playthrough of this particular DLC in the Stellaris playthrough, starting... I need to look at my calendar to see when that'll happen. We are currently recorded up through the 16th, so on Monday the 17th of June, in episode 18, is when that restart will happen. So, there we go. Okay, so, I'm just going to cruise through this until I see a newer event. So let's just do this as quickly as we can. Physics research, society research, that all seems good. Engineering research, yep, seems fine. Let's go ahead and build ourselves a second shipyard, or rather a second science ship immediately. We've got plenty of energy credits. And we'll take this science ship. Interesting starting point. We've got a lot of ways we can go we'll go up over this way first. Yeah, that should be fine. And then this construction ship can just start building some mining stations. We're going to want to get the... Where are you? We're going to want to get the minerals first. Here you are. Okay. And then on our capital, we have an empty building slot. What can we build here? We could build an uplink node if we had the resources, but we don't. I'm going to go up to fast speed. And unlike before, there is not anyone else here. You can see that. This is single player. Okay. So we've got a few alloys. That's always nice. But the main goal here is to just get several science ships out. In fact, I'm probably going to make another one ASAP.
Construction complete.
Okay, so this science ship, we will go ahead and have, say, I guess this guy will be fine. And we're going to head out over here. And I just want to survey as much as possible, just because I want to try to find one of these worlds. So we'll just head over here. Wait a second, did I just... I did. I wasn't holding shift. Okay, we'll reissue these orders. Didn't lose any time there. There we go. Also gonna bump up this music volume ever so slightly.
Construction complete.
Okay, mining station is now done. I kind of feel like we should go for this research station over Synthis 4. But that'll be a little bit before we have the minerals for that. We may want to consider... Turn minerals into new machine pops. Right. I forgot about that. That's a thing. I haven't played as a robot since this new expansion, so that's going to be kind of interesting. Well, not this new expansion, since the Mega Corporation expansion. Ancient Relics is, of course, the newest expansion, out just today. Well, we've got some minerals available there. That's nice. We're definitely going to want to grab those, because our mineral income is a little on the low side, shall we say. We also have enough to get a third science ship, and I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to go above 3 right now. I doubt that our energy credits can sustain that for too much longer, since it's going to take another leader and another science ship. And we're going to be expanding pretty heavily, so we're going to run out of energy credits pretty quick. However, I do want to spend...
Construction complete.
I really want to get that uplink node. I really, really want to. But let's go ahead and recruit ourselves. How about this guy? That should be fine. And we're going to send them over this direction. Discovery of alien life. Fantastic. Again, I'm going to be skipping through all of the events that we've seen a million times before, and we're just primarily trying to find planetary animalia. We're just primarily trying to find a single archaeological site or relic world. That's pretty much what we're looking for, and then we'll just see how that works, and then hopefully that'll be it. Hopefully we'll find one relatively quickly. I can't necessarily say that we will, but, you know, it should be soon-ish. I really want this uplink
survey
node.
Complete.
But I also really want these energy credits. It's a problem. Oh, but the engineering research is actually higher priority. Here. Come down here. Build here instead. Fantastic. Okay. So it's going reasonably well so far. I'm actually going to go up to the fastest speed. We can always pause if we need to, but we'll just play here until we hopefully find something. That'll make it go a little bit faster. How's our research coming? The Grunner. Hello. I don't recognize this. The ISS Composite 500 crew are eager to report they have uncovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring species on Jabath 3A, who appear to have inhabited the planet some 7 million years ago. So this is the plantoid the plantoid precursors, I think. While it's unclear why this species, who called themselves the Grunner, disappeared from the Jabba system, our scientists have isolated a promising archaeological dig site on their planet. Perhaps further study will yield more clues. We've discovered a new archaeological site. Fantastic. Okay, so let's find out where exactly this is. Okay. It pops up as a situation log. Assign a scientist to begin excavating. Where is this thing? Down over here. Oh, it appears on the map, too. That's nice. So it is on this moon here. It's a tundra world. And we're on Chapter 1 right now. We need to assign a scientist, but we cannot excavate an archaeological site outside of our empire. Well, I think now we know where we need to expand
complete.
Contact report remnants. Yep. So those are our precursors, but our precursors now have archaeological sites rather than just special projects, which I think is actually pretty neat. We'll go ahead and build our mining station here, and then we'll just expand down to Jabba, and then play through that as soon as we can. I'm going to go ahead and adopt Discovery. Oh, we found a strategic resource as well. Rare crystals. That would be handy if we were planning on going far enough, but we aren't. I think now we can...
Anomaly found.
Oh, there's an anomaly. Seems fine.
Construction complete.
Okay, volatile motes. Again, that would be very good if I was planning on continuing this. We'll just go to Soyama. And then we'll just expand down and run this archaeological site, and then probably call it a day. So the question then becomes...
Anomaly found.
Are any of these anomalies different? Small docking hatch leading to the interior of this asteroid. Yeah, I remember that one. That's not anything new. I really want to build this uplink node. Really, really badly. But alas, it is not to be. We don't have the minerals. Okay. Now, Jabba is not currently done being surveyed, and it won't be for a little bit. Oh, 42 years and 3 days? Okay, we'll just keep an eye on it. I'm familiar with that event. In 42 years, something interesting will happen. But, we're not getting 42 years in this episode. That is not going to be a thing. Okay, as soon as you're done here, I want you to start moving to the Jabba system, but... yeah, it should be done being surveyed by the time we get there, I think. I hope. I wish. So, how do we go about assigning a scientist? I'm assuming... Oh, hello. We just found a minor artifact from their ill-gotten gains. How do we use it? Factions, claims, yeah. Is it up here? Days left until roll. So is this kind of like the siege system for Europa? That's a little weird. I guess I can see that working for that system, though. I'm just wondering how exactly we use these minor artifacts. Relics. Hello. Artifact relays planetary decision. So we have one minor artifact. We can activate a relic for triumph. Oh, like an imperator. Okay. And our empire has found 0 relics currently, so we can just activate up to 6 relics. We can get a planetary decision to enhance the efficiency of all of our menial drones for 2 artifacts, 2 minor artifacts. But we only have 1 right now, so we can't do that. Interesting.
Construction complete.
Very interesting indeed. Now, they've also reworked sectors in this to some degree. Okay, enigmatic spacefarers, that's fine. We'll go ahead and investigate those. I want to pull up real quick, before we go any further, the actual change log. Let's see here. Here's the patch notes. That's a little awkward. It put it in the wrong browser. Why would I want to use Microsoft Edge? Okay, let me switch my input here. And here we have our patch notes. So I just want to go over real quick some of the things that weren't included, and specifically in this image. Sector redesign and automation. Revamped the sector system and added a new automation system meant to ease the development of large empires. Now if we go down here, that's actually a free feature. So they have reworked the prior content relics, so that's okay. But the sector redesign and automation. Sectors have been greatly improved in Planet 2.3, allowing the player more control over how and where they're formed, as well as giving more robust automation tools to let them run themselves if you want to focus on the bigger picture, which is fascinating. Also, planet designation. We can now manually designate a world as an agro-world, forge world, etc., which is super handy. There's now a shared automated development stockpile that you can pay into and allow planets to set their own build orders. That sounds super good, assuming it's implemented correctly. Also, they've improved megastructures. Habitats gain different effects based on the type of celestial body they inhabit. Ring worlds gain specialized, highly efficient districts. It's also now a 64-bit application. Thanks, Paradox. Okay, so that's basically the patch notes there. So you can pause and read through the free features if you like. Also, here is the story pack features. But for now, let's go back to game. And I'm going to go back to game capture mode. There we go. And we are going to continue getting this research point. Or rather, this archaeological site.
System survey complete.
Okay, the survey is now done, so we can begin building this starbase. Now, as soon as that is done, we should be able to... Ooh, I just realized I can build that uplink node, and I'm doing that right now. Okay, so... Oh, a primitive alien civilization. That's nice. As soon as this is done, we can try to figure out what's going on with this dig site.
Research complete.
Oh, there's our research done. We will go ahead and go for minerals from miners, since we're having trouble with minerals right now. And let's just go ahead and... Can we get those 4 minerals? Not quite yet, but we can start moving there. And in the meantime, we can assign a scientist to start digging in the Gruner ruins. Site summary, chapter 1. Okay, so these are the different chapters here. Presumably you can look at those. So these guys are currently doing other things. Does that pop him over from the science ship, or does the science ship come over here? The science ship is going to come over here, so it requires a science ship. That's good to know. For a second there, I thought it would just be like a ground-based team, and you'd just recruit a scientist and put that in, but with it requiring a science ship, that means that you're going to have to some degree, slow your expansion. I'm okay with that. It does, however, now that I think about it, mean that this first exploration drones in Discovery is even more powerful. That's a little interesting. Okay, Silent Behemoth, that's fine. We've seen that before. Let's go ahead and get these minerals, and then move to the energy credits. Okay, and here's our science ship.
Construction complete.
And there it goes. So if we look at this anomaly here, this is in progress. Breakthrough chance of minus 30%.
System survey complete.
So this works exactly like the sieges in Europa or in like Europa or Imperator. So we roll a die, and the results of the roll is added with a skill bonus and clues, then subtracted by difficulty. So our current outcome is negative 30%. We have no chance to break this.
Construction complete.
But we can keep trying. Interesting.
Anomaly found.
Oh, we found another primitive civilization. That's nice. Excavation log. So we gained 1 clue from that. and our breakthrough chance is now negative 20%.
Special project complete.
Fascinating. Very fascinating, in fact. Let's just go ahead and build that station, and then I guess we can expand over to Breek for right now. I'm, of course, most interested in what's going on here.
Anomaly found.
Go ahead and research that anomaly. That is fine. Oh, hello! That was a good roll. We got 2 clues, so our breakthrough chance is now at 0% to get to the next chapter. So this is a pretty long-term thing, huh? Difficulty is currently easy. Our skill bonus is 2 because this is a skill 2 scientist, and we have 3 clues, resulting in a 0% chance of breaking through. Oh, hello. Old foes, huh? Okay, so we got another clue there. And that now gives us a 10% chance every 90 days to get a breakthrough.
System survey complete.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm actually liking this a lot. It's a nice little long-term thing that'll, well, not really long-term, but more medium-term thing that'll eventually pay off. It's pretty neat. 20% chance to break through now. Now, I am noticing that the outcome is easier, potentially. Oh, we've discovered another archaeological site. Robot debris here. Okay. So it looks like they're going to be relatively common. So we can just have a science ship, like, devoted to it at all times. And then just, like, prioritize expansion there, or something along those lines. I'll have to figure out how exactly I want to handle it, but it will be something like that. Interesting. So we're now at a 30% chance. It looks like we are gaining a clue guaranteed every single cycle. Either that or we've just been getting good rolls. We can look into that, though. Let's see here. Roll outcomes, minus 10%. Result is 5 or less, adds 0 clues. So you can actually get 0 clues. Oh, hello. Here's our first chapter. Decoded ancient data crystals have been found at the dig site, chronicling the Gruner's military exploits. While most are local and of little interest, several volumes detail the Gruner's first encounter with an alien species referred to as the bowel organism. Yeah, I thought so. Little more can be gleaned about the bowel at this point, saying that they were a massive plantoid species and have many colonies seated among the stars. And we actually got 5 minor artifacts for that. That's neat. And then we go again on chapter 2. Fantastic. So let's take a look at our relics then. What tab was that in again? Traditions and relics. Okay. So we can now get our artifact relays. Right? This action must be performed as a decision of a planet, though. So then we go in here, decisions, incorporate artifact relays. Coordinators on the planet each provide plus 1% menial drone output and plus 2 stability. And that's just forever. No, 3,600 days. 10 years. Okay. That's not bad. Are these relics a renewable thing, though? That's the question. It kinda seems like they are. I mean, there's no other resource in this game that isn't renewable, so I would assume that they're to some degree renewable. Well, let's just continue our excavation here. Okay. I mean, we rolled a 10 there.
Anomaly found.
We could have gotten a 12, which would have gotten us 2 clues. But oh well. Also, we should probably consider constructing ourselves, say... what do we want here? I would love to do research labs, but those are super expensive. I don't recognize this event. Cell cells. TE9863 is partially hollow. Within its interior spaces sprawls a dense honeycomb structure crafted of some unknown alloy, housing containers of genetic alien material. By all appearances, this is an archive of life, the genetic record of some earlier civilization come and gone. Most of the DNA is hopelessly degraded, but there is still much to learn here. Okay. Did we get a special project for that? No, we did not. Interesting. I'm not sure what that was supposed to lead to.
Research complete.
Hey, there's our physics research. Automatic exploration this early. Not bad, not bad. Okay, how goes our breakthrough here? Ooh. That was a bad roll right there. We gained no clues. Okay, so let's go ahead and start expanding over this way again. Because we can get to this dig site. Not that we're probably going to get there before the end of this, but, you know. So this is one of the precursors here. There are other, like, relic worlds that aren't precursor worlds, right? Now, is this a relic world here? It's a tundra world. This one down here is an ice asteroid. Fascinating. The entire surface of this small asteroid is covered in robot debris, trapped in its weak gravity field. All of it appears to be military in nature, and there are enough combat droids here to outfit several armies had they not been shattered beyond all repair. Interesting. That's one of my favorite things about Stellaris, is the stories in the event chains. They're always just fascinating to me. Which is one of the reasons why I was so excited about this when I read about the features, because I was just like, that sounds like it's exactly what I'm looking for in Stellaris. I mean, sure, they need to, like, shake up the end game a little bit more and things like that, but it's this sort of thing where Stellaris is at its strongest, in my opinion. Once it gets to be basically Space Europa, it's honestly less interesting of a game. So I'm glad that they're focusing on this sort of thing. I do think that they need to be working a bit more on like the trade systems and things like that, but ultimately I'm pretty happy with this so far. So are we going to get our next chapter? Guess we'll find out here in a moment. I do wish that it said what the chance was on the outliner, the way it does for the siege chance in Europa. Oh, fully excavated, and we got an achievement for it. Okay, so this one only had 2 chapters to it, looks like. There were not 6. Data crystal records reveal that the Gruner waged war against the Bowel, desiring the plentiful resources purportedly found on their planets. A set of system coordinates has been successfully extracted from one such record. Our archaeologists are uploading the planet's location to our systems now. So then we want to look at Soyama 5.
Situation log updated.
Which is right up over here. And then we can investigate this. Yeah, let's do that real quick. It won't take very long. It's 30 days once we get there, and we're going to get there in just a couple more days. So let's see what's going on up over here.
Special project complete.
Former Bowel colony, the Baron. Despite the promise of riches suggested in the ancient Gruner data crystals recovered from Jabba, Soyama 5 is a dry, barren world, void of atmosphere. Fortunately, geological scans have revealed a near-endless trove of fossilized remains deep in the planet's sedimentary record. Among them is a plantoid species most likely to have been the Bowel, as it is the only one identified in possession of the neurological structures required for sapience. A targeted excavation should uncover more information. So 5 more minor relics, and we found one of their colonies, and that creates an archaeological site here. Fascinating. So then we can it's kind of weird that we can't... Oh, we can. We just have to click on this. We can't click on the world. I gotcha. Interesting. Well, I think I need to go ahead and put an end to this. I think we figured out pretty much how the archaeological projects work. It's kind of weird that they still stick around when you finish them on the map, but that might be something that they fix later on, or that there might be an option for that I just don't know about. However, I think that this is a really neat expansion. Only for $10, I think is worth it, personally. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm a massive Paradox fanboy, but I think it's great. So, just to reiterate, starting on Monday, June 17th, the Stellaris Mega Corporation, on episode 18, is going to be restarting with the same races, I believe. I haven't discussed that with Glind yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same races. And we are going to be restarting the game with these features on. So if you want to see a full playthrough with the Ancient Relics, tune in on Monday the 17th, and that will be starting to go live every day at 4 a.m. In the meantime, subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.